Okay, let me do this real quick. All right. I'm going live with my cell phone because the live on my OBS YouTube didn't work out. So let me see if I bring this down. Hi. It's my green screen in the background, but we can still deal with this. We are live, so maybe I can go up and point it down a little bit. See if that looks okay. All right, so this is kind of strange and weird. Wait, why is it sideways? Oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? I guess the lives don't let you go sideways. I mean, widescreen. Oh well. See, this is my new shirt, you guys. Chicas machua. All right, so we did it. Now this shouldn't have problems. So, yeah. You guys let me know if there's some problem here. Wait 5 minutes or something. Woohoo! I will be cheerful anyways. I'm not gonna let this get me down. Because I miss you guys. It's like twice a week I get to see you, so that says 4 minutes, and that live was 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Dude, even though we're having these issues, we're still getting these signs, some type of positive vibe. But yeah, you can't see my candle, you can't see everything on the little screen, right? Spiritual healer, Celine came back. Thank you, sister. Some of you came back. 39 people. You see, when the connection's good, there'll be more people. But oh, I gotta learn how to say your name correctly. Raga XX Muffin. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect. Yeah, what's up? I would love to smoke with you guys. I'm just still. This is day number 7 or 8 that I stopped smoking, and so you guys get lit if you want to. That's up to you. God's sovereign free, man, and don't let one tell you what you're supposed to do and not supposed to do, because I mean you can learn what the Ashiana and Guardian teachings say about it, and then you decide. I love you guys. We're talking about, hey Heather, I'll explain that in a minute. I just want to say that this video is about starseeds, angels, and the new earth, and the vision for humanity's future. So I stopped smoking because a lot of people know what's going on. Is when I would smoke, I would start to get these issues and inflammation in my lymphatic system. If you don't know what that is, go look it up and look at a picture of the lymphatic system. It runs all the way through your body, and where it shows the lymphatic system is where I was feeling inflammation. So it comes through and it goes all the way even to your legs and through your arms and through your neck. And that's where you've heard of lymph nodes or cysts under your breast. That's what I had. I had one of those. I didn't know what was causing it until I just kind of realized and discovered it was the cannabis. And so that's why I stopped smoking. So, and I had quit for a while and then I started again. And then the symptoms started coming back. So obviously it's the cannabis and I don't know why. So why my lymphatic system, right? Anyways, it doesn't matter if it's flower or pill or drink or anything. Whatever form it comes in, it always has the same symptoms in my body. So I just say, I don't want this. Screw that. I mean, it's not worth my health, right? So we're meant to be at our highest potential. I want to be at my highest potential. If I have to change my diet, if I have to change whatever, I will. That's the attitude of a guardian, light worker. If it's not good for us, we let it go. And so that's why. I'm gonna at least stop for a month, okay? and maybe do it once a day or once a month or something. I don't know. We got Rachel. All right. See, it's nice when we have good, people in here. Much respect to see you guys in here. How are you guys doing? Write it in the comments. I don't know. I didn't know you can get a prescription for that. Now, when you ask if it's bad or wrong or right, no one can really say that for you, right? So you have to decide. But there was a video about Asha. I don't know what workshop it was, but she was talking about it. So I respect her. Obviously, she's speaker one. She knows what she's talking about. And so she talks against that. She talks against hard drugs. She mentioned something about natural plant medicine too, because most people want to call that a drug, but they don't understand what a drug is. Do you know what a drug is? Do you know what a plant is? Okay, so there's drugs, and then there's plant medicine. Natural. It's not a drug. What is a drug? It's synthetic manufactured product. What is a herb? What is a plant? It's not synthetic and made up. Creator made it. Earth made it. It's not a drug. So we can argue back and forth. There's no reason to. I love you. What's up? But yeah, she says something. I didn't understand it. I mean, I don't know if I got, it was a clip and I didn't get to see the whole video. Someone sent it to me. And it's something about, it does something to your DNA. It crushes, when you're taking you're bringing in high level consciousness and you're not set up for high level, but you're bringing it in anyways. So this huge high consciousness is coming down, crushing in on you. That's not a good explanation. It's better to hear from her. Find out what the teacher says. The guardian speaker one. So, and but I come right back down to the same thing. This is about unity and about law of one, and allowing. That's not the right word. Hey, letting everyone make their free will choice and not judging them based on it. And I get judged, so I don't care about their judgment. I just dismiss it, transmute it. It's not in my sphere. I want to put some of this amber. You guys, is there lag? Is there lag yet? Is the connection good? Acura. Hey, please let me know if we're saying your name correctly too. Is it Acura or Acura? Much love to you, sister. Good to see you. Zero lag. Yes! Yes! You guys, okay, that's an awesome confirmation, but man, I gotta find out how to do a live with green screen and with a wide screen. I will do that research hopefully by next Tuesday. I don't know what's up, but I can't stand vertical media. It is ridiculous. Can you imagine going to a cinema, a theater, and it was freaking vertical? Oh, could you imagine your TV being vertical? It's bullshit, it's nonsense, but we all been turned into vertical because of selfies. But even selfies, why do you take selfies vertical? I personally take selfies horizontal. I want to see things horizontal, not vertical. Thank you. So when you do Instagram and TikTok and apparently YouTube Live, you have to be freaking vertical. Same with Facebook. So I got some amber on here. So angels are 6-dimensional beings. And each level, such as the 6th dimension, is called celestial. The 5th level dimension is called archetype. The 4th level dimension is called astral. Wow. Oh my gosh. This amber is really strong. Yes. Cool, yeah. Yeah, baby. Feel it in your energies. You can even move past it all the way around your body. Keep it around there, get it going. 360, baby. Stand over it. Stand over your incense, burner. Put it on the floor and stand over it. Do circles, like turn your body all the way around it. Bathe yourself. Just like you go into a bathtub and bathe in water, now you're bathing in the energy of this very positive resins. Trees are powerful. This is essence from a tree, sap, benzoins from a tree. Amber's not from a tree though, but it's considered you can use it as an incense. Dragon's blood. Actually, I don't know if this is from a tree either, but there's different types of things. Like when I was camping in the forest, I was surrounded by pine trees. So I would go to the pine trees and get the pine tree sap. It's all sticky like maple syrup. Sticky, that's the only downfall. And then put that and burn that in my incense burner. So here's a dragon's blood. Get a piece of that. And it looks like kind of like a dark brown, but it actually melts like blood. It looks like blood. I think that's why it's called dragon's blood. So, as celestial beings, as, angelic beings incarnating into the earth drama, we are basically representing the Guardian Alliance. We're representing the Emerald Order. And even if you're not from the Blue Flame, you're still, all beings are representing the Emerald Order. I mean, all the Guardians are under the Emerald Order because that's the ones who are creating this place. So, and this is Emerald Order is about now we have the highest level, Emerald Order. Now we're not talking about hierarchy, you guys. We're just talking about what's up in the higher levels. What's up in the higher levels is the Emerald Order at the highest level. And it's, you would say, the Blue Flame. The Blue Flame literally came first. Okay, so, and it's explained, you can watch some of the Ashiana's videos that talk about the Guardians or the Time Matrix. She'll break it down, starting from the top. And so the Blue Flame, Elohai, came first. The Elohai Guardians came first. And within the sphere, because it's spheres within spheres within spheres, just like our planets are not, they're spheres, they're not flat. We have the Elohai, and inside the Blue Flame, inside is the Gold Flame. Inside the Gold Flame is the Violet Flame. And then it goes all the way down the dimensions. They're all within spheres within spheres. So the Blue Flame, that's why Emerald Order, Blue Flame, is considered the highest consciousness energy coming in. Doesn't mean they're better. Okay, so it's about, basically you could call that your bandwidth. They have the highest bandwidth. They're not better, got the highest bandwidth. Because think about it, we're all ascended masters, projected ourselves into pieces, into many incarnations. And so that is our true identity, an ascended master that has a spectrum of incarnations. And so the Emerald Order is not the boss. What we're saying is that's the high guardians that they call it like a egalitarian, service organization. That's what they call it. It's not the White House. It's not some special authority. It's not about authority, you guys. It's not about inequality. Okay, so when you understand unity, you understand this concept. But Emerald Order, it's not some new age concept. This is a real organization called the Emerald Covenant, Emerald Order. And just the fact that a fallen angelic like Thoth references emerald with emerald tablets, you understand, even the dark beings are aware of Emerald Order. And so under the Emerald Order, you're going to have a huge, smaller than the Emerald Order, you're going to have one of the highest levels, organizations is called the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, IAFW. International Association of Free Worlds. The IAFW has, according to the Voyagers 1 book by Yasha Ashana and the Guardians, it's got 25 billion different star systems, you know, so you would call them star leagues. 25 billion different star leagues inside part of it. And these are all guardians serving law of one, unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. Okay? So now underneath the, okay? So what we're trying to say is we're not part of the Galactic Federation. Okay? So Emerald Order, Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, they create a smaller organization for the lower densities called the Guardian Alliance, which has 10 million, not billions, 10 million star leagues. That means that would mean different planets, okay, that are part of it. Now, the Galactic Federation, what is that? It's not a guardian group. It's a fallen angelic group. Now, people would want to argue with me and disagree with that. You have the free will to do that, Holy Ones. This is not dogma. Unity, consciousness, unity is not dogma. Law of one is you decide, because you're God sovereign free. Okay? But this is coming from the Christos teachings. And that's what my channel is about, the Christos teachings. So we're just telling you from the Christos point of view, Emerald Order, Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, Guardian Alliance. No Galactic Federation. That is created by the Jehovian Anunnaki. And there's other groups involved, but it's mainly controlled by them. And also, what's that command called? Let me put that in real quick. Let me check that real quick. Because there's another group that's probably in the New Age movement as well. And we are talking about angels, so we'll talk about the different angels as well, including the Archangel Michael group. Because after I was making this video, I got an opportunity to get refreshed on all that. And when you hear us talk about, if some of you are new and you hear us talking about the Voyagers books, you don't have to get the books. You can get the PDFs of the books, which are free online. Somewhere we have the links for you. Just ask Celine, Starman, Indigo, or Little Alien, and they'll share it with you. I'm looking in Voyagers 1 real quick, because that's where Ashiana starts to, in Voyagers 1 book, not 2, but 1, she starts to introduce the guardian races. I'm checking to see if Galactic Federation is in part 1 or part 2. Galactic Fed. Oh, Galactic Fed. The Galactic Fed. The Anu Elohim, which is the dark fallen angelic group. And Anunnaki, their children race they created. Includes the Niberian Councils of 9, Niberian Councils of 12, Niberian Councils of 24, the Pleiadian, Niberian, Anunnaki, Luciferians, the Galactic Federation, the Archangel Michael Collective, the Ashtar Command, that's what I was looking for, the Ashtar Command, and the Anu Melchizedek Legions. Right there, vatos. That's the Emerald Covenant telling you that. Now, let me look up Galactic Federation. And that was page 62, if you want to look at it. I'm looking at the PDF page, not the book page. There's a difference. They're off a little bit. Okay, so this is now the Voyagers 2 Galactic Fed. The Galactic Fed, dude. This has a few, actually, you guys, a long time ago, once upon a time, the Galactic Fed was positive, but not positive now. The Jehovian, okay, this is page 257 of Voyagers 2. The Jehovian from Sirius A, Anunnaki, are the ones who run Galactic Federation and Ashtar Command. What's up? We're not Galactic Federation. This information is coming from the Guardian Alliance. There's a huge difference because we're serving Law of One. They are not. They're antichrist, antichristic. They're against the Christos. And they have all of these New Age groups. Okay? Now, so we're representing the angels, pro-God, pro-human, pro-earth. These want to conquer our planet. They want to dominate and kill starseeds and indigos. The Anunnaki were specifically created to murder us. Okay? I've heard some New Agers, say, what is the definition of Anunnaki? And they got their own definition. You want to hear what the Emerald Covenant Guardians call? What does Anunnaki mean? Okay? Anunnaki means avengers of Anu, which is the Anu Elohim. Avengers for the Anu Elohim. Avengers, specifically created to annihilate us. The Indigo Children, the Azarites, all of the Maharaji, that's who they're against. Okay, this planet is full of human earth seeds. And there's some indigos here. So they attack both the humans, earth seeds, and the starseed indigos. So this is an angelic war. And of course, the bad guys are going to say they're good guys and get you to join them. Why? Because starseeds, angels from the sixth dimension, have ascension codes that give you access to the planetary Templar. Now, if you've been studying this information, you know what planetary Templar is. Hello, this is the human. I would say personal Templar. Chakras of your. This is what your consciousness is. Well, the planet has Templar stargates. So your Templar connects to the Earth's Templar. And if the fallen angelics get some of your DNA, now they have access to the Earth's Templar. And when they got a bunch of hybrids on a planet running reverse codes, because you're following these star brothers and sisters, they're not your brothers and sisters, now you're being taught how to run reverse code. Now they got thousands of duped indigo starseeds doing anti-Christos. You know how you want to go out and do grid work? Well, they're doing reverse grid work, honey, and they don't know better. It's unintentional on their part, but they're following these Galactic Federation, okay? They're following New Age movement. What is New Age movement? It was created by the Jehovian, by the Anunnaki. There's something called the UFO movement, created by the reptilians. There's something, the Necromatons. Those are another faction. All these wicked beings want to wipe us out or dominate us. Okay? And that's why there's a whole bunch of genetic engineering going on, manipulation going on all these factions. They want to make hybrids. That's why you're being abducted, holy ones. You, Starseed, are being abducted by gray aliens. What is the gray aliens part of? They're part of the Seraphim, fallen angelic races. They're part of the Draconians. The word Draconian comes from the dragon race, the Dracon. You call yourself an angel. Well, these are fallen angels. Just like you can have a positive soul serving Law of One consciousness, well, there's dark souls. There's positive oversouls. Well, there's dark oversouls. There's positive avatars. There's dark avatars. So, specifically the Anu Elohim. Okay, and also the Omicron Dragon Moths. And also the Necromatons. Those are all three dark avatars. And they incarnate just like the Indigos are incarnating. Okay, but they're incarnating from dimension 11 and dimension 10 or dimension 9. That's all they have in their DNA. 12 strand, 11 strand, or 12 strand. And those are literally the different types of DNA templates. Okay? Our DNA, the human DNA, is the diamond sun DNA template. Okay? Indigos have a double diamond sun or an emerald sun DNA. Now, let me look that up real quick. There's different DNA templates down here, you guys. There's one called the Templar Sun, which is an 11-strand reverse DNA matrix of the Nephilim, which are Earth-human Anunnaki. Specifically, it's an Anunnaki plus an ancient Egyptian. Okay? You get it. They took, well, of course, they murder and take the DNA of some being of an Egyptian, and they created a race out of it. So they have half human DNA. Now they have some limited access to the Earth's Templar. This is their technique, you guys. And it's not the only thing they're doing. But the Templar Sun DNA concentrations are on Nibiru and the Alcyon Pleiades. Now we think the Alcyon is the Pleiadian planet, but there's also, just like there's good and negative humans, well, on Pleiadian and on Alcyon, they're going to have these Luciferian Pleiadians. So some of them have this 11-strand reverse DNA. So they're not perfect either. They got some issues, obviously. The Pleiadians, I mean. And this Templar Sun DNA has something to do with the Ruby Order. And I talked about there being the blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. There's something called the Ruby Order. And that was only created as a host matrix, but got twisted and distorted like everything else. And so we have something called Golden Sun. We're Diamond Sun. There's something called Golden Sun. There's something called Ruby Sun. And there's something called Black Sun and Bellel Sun. These are all different extraterrestrial races and their DNA templates from other worlds. Get it? Got it? Good. We're not alone. And that's good and bad. Okay? Because some of the good races are with us, but there's also negative races with us. And it's all secretive. It's all hush-hush. This is forbidden knowledge, generally speaking. We have a forbidden history that takes us back not thousands of years like Sumeria or Assyria or Babylon, but tens of thousands of years ago, back to some place the scientists don't even say exists. They don't think Lemuria exists. They don't, or maybe some of them know it doesn't know that it exists, but will claim it doesn't exist. Obviously, these higher ups know this truth, right? So, because this is part of the Luciferian covenant that's happening since Atlantis. Okay? 50,000, well, the Luciferian covenant was 10,000 years ago, but they've been working on this for a while. There's something called the exact year I'll have to give for you, but real quick, I just want to talk about there's also some other DNA. You see, you guys aren't getting this from New Age. You're not going to get this from religion. This is coming from the Emerald Covenant, innerchristos Law of One teachings. There's something called the Axios Sun 666 DNA. Wow, I wouldn't want to have that DNA, would you? Now, this is only a 9-strand, okay? While there's some beings with 10, some with 11, and some with 12, these beings only have 9. And this is an Iberian Pleiadian Nephilim, which are the Luciferians. And also a draconian DNA, the Axios Sun. There's a DNA called the Bellel Sun, which has 10-strand reverse DNA matrix, and the Black Sun 10-strand reverse DNA. Notice the word reverse. Their consciousness is reversed. Their DNA is reversed. They're against life, against God, the Creator, against humans. against Earth. This is who we're dealing with. Vampires, phantom beings. Some of them are in the phantom. Not all these fallen angels are in the phantom. There's some are still here on this side, on the living side. Okay, being in a phantom state, you still exist, obviously, but you're in a reverse, you would say, the whole system is going to self-implode on itself eventually. That's why they're forced to pull in energies from elsewhere. They'll pull in planets, okay? They're known to pull in entire planets. They're trying to pull in Earth, and we know they do succeed. Eventually, Earth is pulled into phantom. You don't want to be here when that happens. Understand? You want to ascend. You have incentive. You have incentive to get out of here. There's something called the double diamond sun. I mentioned that, but that's for the human, angelic human, not here human, up there human. And they have, it's the hosted Orifeme DNA. And this stuff is in different workshops and stuff. And what I do with this information, when I try to teach it to you, is bring it from the different workshops I'm knowledgeable about. So, because it's not just about Voyagers, you guys. Voyagers is the kindergarten stuff. That's the stuff you need to learn if you're a beginner, though. And if you're a real beginner, start with Voyagers 1. If you're somewhat know what's going on, start with Voyagers 2. But the cool thing about Voyagers 1 is she starts introducing all the Guardians races, starting with the Universal Trinity, the Blue Flame, Gold Flame. These are orders. Orders. Blue Flame Order. They call it the Gold Flame is simply the gold order, but actually the Violet Flame Order is called Amethyst Order. Okay? And our order, obviously, is the Emerald Order. So when you hear about a color, when there's a color being introduced to the conversation, you know it's coming from a blue flame, a gold flame, or a violet flame. And those all have orders. Blue flame has emerald order, gold flame has gold order, violet flame has amethyst order. And so if you're a starseed, you're coming from one of these. But just understand the blue kids are coming from the blue order, the blue flame emerald order. So we have different consciousness here with different missions. Because while you could be a violet flame a violet flame starseed, that means you're meant to help heal the fallen Anunnaki. Same with us, the Emerald. If you're connected to the Elohai order, you're also part of your duty, besides helping waking up consciousness, is to help heal the Anunnaki, because they're from our order, guys. They're from the blue flame, but the the violet flames are helping out some of that. Okay, so. Now, guys, I've talked about some of my spirit guides, and I told you I know I'm from the blue flame, but also the violet flame, because of the Pegasi is a huge part of my life, the Pegasus, and the dolphin, and the whale. Now, I haven't seen whale people, but I've seen whale spirit guides, so that, to me, that does connect me to it's called the Innu people, the whale people. And the dolphin, aquatic dolphins, and there's aquatic humanoids. Or hominids, or whatever you call them, the bipedal dolphin people, but there's positive ones as well. But it's kind of hard to imagine what in the world does a bipedal dolphin look like. Well, I will be sharing that eventually, because I have actually made some of those in my artwork. And it's very interesting creatures, man. So I have to be honest, I don't know what all of these beings look like. I have to guess based on the description in Voyagers. Like they call the Inky, I've never seen an Inky. I don't know what they actually look like. But I'm going by what they described it many different places as an insectoid reptilian serpent. So I make my art with an alien looking like a part insectoid, part reptilian, and part serpent. What's up? That was in my Toth video. I showed you sort of what they look like, but I found some more information. They look a little more human-like than I portrayed. And that's because they have a hook nose. Do you guys know what a hook nose is? hook-nosed people, it's not like an alien type of thing. It's a human with a big beaker type of nose, right? Well, they have that. They're supposed to have that. And I didn't know that. Now I know that. So, but, and they usually have dark hair, but they're going to have a little bit of zeta in their appearance. You know, zeta gray aliens with the insectoid eyes. What do you think the gray is? It's got a shape like an insect. So they're insectoids. Okay? And some of them do look like beetles or look like little different creatures of insects, a praying mantis, you know, the mantid beings, the mantis beings, or the Zephlahim, which are the ones who created the Zeta. So, and a lot of you connect to these different races, and some of them are positive, some are negative. Now, some of these races are created as fallen angels, but that doesn't mean all their individuals followed that creed. Get it? Out of their population, some of them awakened. And you must understand that some of these guardians are incarnating into their race. Their soul will go into, let's say, a reptilian body. I mean, DNA. They made agreement. Just like indigos are making agreements, you're making an agreement to be in the gold, to be a reptilian that's going to hopefully wake up, right? And help their people out. So, but some of you are what you call guardian seraphi. And you're meant to help the fallen seraphim. So if you're from that order and you're light, you're meant to help the ones who are fallen. But in general, you're just supposed to be representing unity consciousness and bringing that in to your dialogue, into your thoughts, and into the world. And maybe some of us, like me or Akira, she's got a channel. Check out Akira's channel, you guys. She's a starseed, just like those of you who are coming into this information. And some of you also have channels, okay? So we're all bringing this knowledge together and bringing it out. And so we're meant to talk about this information. We're meant to share it. Just like some of you are hard working at this and making sure if anyone needs this information, we're sharing it. There's a lot of, you know, pictures, a lot of articles. Hey, have you guys seen this video? Have you seen that? We're working together. This is our work. This is our community. This is what we're meant to be surrounded around like-minded people. We're a team. Give me 5 indigos. What's up? It's a great time to be alive. It's not always smooth and happy and lovey-dovey, but realize we can still experience bliss. We can still find happiness. We have a lot of work cut out for us. Because this is a very low vibration down here, okay? There's billions of us, billions of 3D consciousness around us, okay? Everywhere you see, there's some negativity. And so that's why we're constantly trying to heal and cleanse and purify. Let me put some more of that. And so it's a spiritual, you know, this is our journey. And I don't know, sometimes we have good days and bad days. Sometimes you can suddenly become angry. It's not something that's part of your normal energy. Just realize that some things may trigger some of our lower aspects. And the difference between us and someone following a negative agenda, well, we can say sorry. We can say we can understand and you know, heal whatever damage we may have done with another person. We can heal some of our negative aspects. That's what part of our, you know, shadow work is, and ego work. Because even you know, a guardian can find themselves being egotistical. We're trying to get that out of our fields, you guys. We're not perfect, but understand we have a potential to develop ourselves towards that, you know, to become like we're learning right now and expanding. So we're kind of like novices, becoming adepts, becoming masters. And just think about it, right? Because it's negative and dark down here. Well, it's going to be negative and dark all the way up to the 11th dimension. But the cool thing about an indigo starseed is you go back to the 6th dimension or the 5th dimension, 5D, wherever you're located, and you will have your 12 strand back. This body doesn't have it all open. That body does. When you return back to your body, unless you're one of those still developing your 6th strand, because it is actually the 7th strand. No, the 6th strand. After the 6th strand, after the 6th strand activation, you get the starseed DNA. Like that. It's connected. Which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? You get the starseed DNA after you finish the celestial 6-dimensional 6th strand. Then you get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So when you go back home and you get that all connected, you can leave the time matrix. Did you notice that these beings who are in Tara and have 12 strands of DNA, they're in the density 2? We're 12-stranders in density 2. So, and also know that the Azurites, who are the highest level beings, part of their race is in density 2. We have a lot of powerful beings in density 2, you guys, who have their Christ, their 12-strand crystals intact, and they can leave the time matrix. That's kind of confusing because the Lyrians, cat people, are the ones in the 12th dimension. The humans who could have 12 strands of DNA are in the 2nd density because that's where we're stationed. We're guarding the gates. There's a spiritual war in Tara too. Lots of planets have been destroyed. There's, that Doom Star from Star Wars. That's like a disclaimer. There's planet killers. And the fallen angelics, they don't have a Merkaba of light. They use technologies. That's why they're spaceships. Because they can't travel through light. They're not light. They're dark beings. They're phantom beings. They use technologies. Doesn't mean they're not powerful. They are. What do you think they're doing? They're kicking our ass. On different planets, on different dimensions and places, they're winning. They're not winning everywhere, There's been a few times, even if you look into history, the bit of it that's talked about in Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2, we kicked their ass before. We've kicked them out of our system before. Okay? We've had the high-level guardians, like the density 3 or higher, come to Earth, man, and stop their shit. Now, remember, it's all about law of one, freedom. So they're not going to cross certain boundaries, but when there's certain things at stake, like when their activities will affect other time matrices, the guardians will intervene. That's some different thing, So it's very interesting, and but as starseeds and we're waking our angelic memory. We're finding that memory, and as you guys open your Templar, you're going to remember that. It's going to be kind of like unlocked. Your memory won't be blocked like it was before. I don't know about you guys, but we strive to have that memory turned on. We want to remember things. It drives us nuts when we can't remember, and that was the whole damage that was done. Okay, so thank you for those hearts, Holy One. You're so kind. Somebody's pushing the heart button there. We have 95 people, souls. You guys, thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. And I had some issues earlier with the green screen and stuff. So now we're using this vertical format. But thank you guys for being here. This is why there's a green screen. Sorry, it's just ignore that if you can. Cosmic Descending, Time and Space. Hugh Programmer, are the people, good to see you, Holy One, are the people in the Agartha civilization in Inner Earth? Yes. Are they doing anything that have relations to us? Well, actually, that's where some of you are coming from. And but according to Ashiana, there's also bad stuff happening in inner Earth, because you know these guys are relentless. The fallen angels are relentless, and I remember watching one of Ashiana's older workshops, and she talked about how she remembers one of her lifetimes living in the crystal cities. Now remember, there's a whole technology that the Guardians created. Okay, there was 12 giant crystals, which were so huge they were like the size of buildings, like the Empire State Building. Imagine a crystal that big. The blue people, the Maharaji, gave the crystals to the humans as a gift. They've given us gifts before, like the Ankh was a technology. And there wasn't just small Ankhs. There was large size Ankhs that we used as technology, and we also had something called the rod and the staff. I mean, no reference to the religion, the Christian religion or whatever, but this is what they called them in Atlantis. There were devices. So that's just one of the things besides the crystals, you know, we used to have powerful technologies. So those, we messed up and we did effed up stuff. And so that was removed from the earth, you guys. We no longer have these Ankhs. We no longer have the rod and staff. And the crystals were removed from our planet, but they're in inner earth and parallel earth. Simone K. Loving and grateful for all. Unity will prevail. Thank you, Holy One. Rising stars. A lot of you guys are powerful. Thank you for supporting Crystal's avatar. Much respect to you. And yeah, you guys, the crystals became weaponized when the fallen angels took over. So you would say that's how they destroyed Lemuria. They weaponized it and destroyed, and they ended up destroying themselves too. There was 2 times they destroyed themselves because they were using the technology, but they didn't completely understand it, and they miscalculated, and they actually destroyed Atlantis. That was one of the first times. They got smarter and better, and they eventually murdered the Lemurians, but some of them escaped into inner Earth. Some of them were rescued by UFO to outer systems like the Pleiades or Sirius. So obviously there were Lemurians who survived. And so, but to answer your question, the inner Earth has been compromised too. Parts of inner Earth is compromised. This is a fallen angelic war that goes all the way up, you guys, to the 11th dimension. So inner Earth is around between 3rd and 4th dimension. And if I had my regular setup on my PC, I could show you the diagram. I can't show you the diagram, but many of you have the diagram that I created. Please take a look at that. You can see where inner Earth is, the exact year. Because when you guys live in the lower astral, which is not good, right? Between all the way up to this, you know, Tara is from the astral level to the celestial level. And so inner Earth is, if you see 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 6th dimension, inner Earth is way down here, close to the beginning of the 4th dimension. So yeah, there's negative things that have happened. And we know terrible things happened in Tara. They were doing experiments with human beings and animals and mixing them. This created a huge, you can see we did some terrible shit ourselves. We made a lot of mistakes. And so this is part of our journey as a race, the human race. A lot of that information is talked about in Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2. If you want to go to Voyagers 2, you're going to learn all about Egypt. You're going to learn about the technologies we had. A lot of these New Agers, I'm not saying they're all New Agers, but I'm just saying that some people talking about the mud floods and the Tartarians, well, some of that is accurate. Not all of it, but I'm just saying that there is truth, there is proof that there was a cover-up of these advanced civilizations that we were. We were more advanced in Atlantis, you guys. We had extraterrestrials coming and going. Okay, we were like powerful race, but we still got punked by the Anunnaki. So, but a lot of that inner Earth stuff is still happening. And if some of you are following some of that Corey Good stuff, he talks about the inner earth, and he also talks about the negative beings from inner earth. He may not understand the whole Christos point of view, but he's just one whistleblower of others who have talked about inner earth. Gaia has a few shows in the Cosmic Disclosure series, because there's 23 seasons, that talk about inner earth. I recommend that you guys check that stuff out, because they talk about some of the details that's not talked about in the Voyagers books. And it's not like Oceana talks about everything, and it's not like the super soldiers and the whistleblowers talk about everything. You have to piecemeal some of this. You know, like researchers like Acura or me or Lisa Renee or some of you who are doing your own research, we have to look at different resources. You can't get all your info from one source, you guys. We have to be open-minded. We need to have discernment in our hearts, in our minds, and find this, resonate. We can't have everything proven. That's where your spirit comes in. That's where you take your unity consciousness and Christ consciousness and say, let me look at this information from that point of view. Okay? Don't try to put your own spin on it. You want to know truth. And you can put intention there. You can put prayer there. You can connect to the guardians. Okay? So that's part of your whole journey. So I like to get some of this, understanding from the greater picture. It's a huge picture. I want to get some of it from the secret space program. That's a real deal, you guys. And a lot of it is negative, but there's some stuff you can learn about it that helps you understand. And there's a secret space program. It's a secret. You're not supposed to know. It's forbidden. People have been murdered. Okay? When these high level people come out of the government and talk about it, so their life becomes endangered. But realize they're doing a great service for humanity. And so this is what you have to have on a personal level is discernment. Okay? A lot of us have questions. A lot of us want to know what that is, or maybe what that group is. And we can ask each other and get each other's ideas, but you guys don't just automatically accept someone's idea or opinion. This is all comes down to your inner Christ, all going inside and finding that truth for yourself. But you can go do research. You can go get information and from different sources. Just realize a lot of New Age is distorted. And so that's where you have to just, through your own family line, we all have a connection straight up. Okay? We have avatars. We know we have a piece of us outside of this 1 through 11 level. Okay? Parts of us isn't distorted. Parts of us is inside our divine, they call it the divine blueprint, the part of us that is not distorted. So we can connect all the way up to our soul level, to our oversoul level, to our avatar, to our perfect divine blueprint. We can find our truth through our own family. We don't need to go get some self-proclaimed Archangel Michael to give us our Christ consciousness for us. You're completely capable. You have this inner potential inside of you. All of us do. Okay? And something with my screen, I guess. And so a lot of this New Age is about you following something. Following some Lord, Maitreya, some Lord Elohim, Jehovah God, some Brahma, or all these different creator gods. And so no, maybe you're worshiping a saint. Maybe you're worshiping an archangel. Maybe you're worshiping some guru or whatever. You guys, we're not meant to worship. Okay, that is giving energy away. Hello. So this is part of your awakening. You're going to realize that or not. You're going to realize maybe you're in a vampiric relationship that you have to let go. Transmute your marriage. Transmute and break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe you have to. If you place your spiritual evolution on a priority and they're hurting you, harming you, making you upset or sad, and it's not stopping anytime soon, well, that's something you have to let go. And it doesn't mean you have to be singular and alone like me, or maybe you have little children. I don't have little children. My daughter grew up. And so, and it's interesting because it's holidays coming up, and it's hard to discern. One of the things that's hard to discern is Ashiana came out with something called the Real Christmas Story, but some of the people in the split shield don't agree with that information. I just want to say that some of that disagreement came from her ex-husband. But realize if you're going to be going to family this year to Christmas, and you love your family, but they're all following Christianity or whatever, you're still going to be in it. Doesn't mean you're doing something bad. I'm going to go see my family, even if they're Christians, okay? So I love my family, and I will have an opportunity to open dialogue with them. I don't see them all the time. I live in another state. I have to travel to Arizona to get there and see my family, and that will be an opportunity for me as a Christos guardian to talk about aliens and starseeds and other aspects of what's going on. Okay, because I'm sure I'm going to get all the stuff about political talk. You're going to be hearing stuff about, it's funny because you have Christians who are supposed to be Christians, but not even following it, because now it's all about Santa Claus. So there's some weird stuff going on in the human race. Okay. Anyways, I will be around Christians for Christmas, but I'm not a Christian. You see what I'm saying? But realize anywhere you guys are, anywhere you are on the planet, you're representing the Emerald Order. You're representing all guardian angelic nations. You're representing the human race. You're pro-God, you're pro-human, and hopefully that discernment is in what you speak and what you do. Okay? As a starseed, as an angel, reincarnated from Sirius B, not from Earth. You're not an Earth angel, you're a Sirian angel. Okay? If you want to say that. Maybe you're a Pleiadian angel. Maybe you're you know what an angel is? Any being that exists comes from the celestial sixth dimension. Excuse me. And we know that we're carbon matter, but they're not carbon matter up there. They're crystal carbon. You can call it carbon etheric. That means they're sort of ghost-like. Okay? So they're different matter form. They have less atoms in their body, in their physical objects. They have, everything is less matter. You could say 50% less matter. So that's a whole different kind of being, right? I'm going to be 50% less atoms, lighter, but more evolved. Yes. And that's only density 2, crystal carbon. You can go to a higher level called just crystal silicate. You don't have any carbon in your body. That's why you almost like disappear. You're less and less and less physical compared to humans on Earth. So that's an archangel. That's where the archangels. So angels are any beings, including negative ones, including creatures like animals. They're living in the sixth dimension. They're a angel. If you don't like calling all beings from sixth dimension angels, we'll call them crystal silicate beings. No, crystal etheric beings. That's half carbon, half crystal. So you can call them, it's okay, each density has a name for it. Our density is carbon matter. Second density is carbon crystal matter. The third density, you can call them carbon crystal being, if you don't like calling them angels. But technically speaking, any being from the celestial dimension, sixth dimension, is an angel. Are you an angel in the fifth dimension? No, you're still a carbon, regular. I mean, you're not regular, but you could say You're somewhat of an angel, developing yourself into the celestial. It's kind of like how we are trying to get to a higher dimension. Well, so are the beings in the 5th dimension. They're trying to get to the 6th dimension. The 6th dimensional beings are trying to get to the 7th dimension, and all the way up the scale. Okay, some of the negative aliens who are 11th dimensional Nephilim, that for example, that's just one example. Well, they're trying to get to become Christed avatars. Because if you don't have a Christed DNA, let me correct myself. If you don't have the Diamond Sun DNA, which is a 12-strand, you can't get there. That's the one unique thing about the 11th dimension. You can keep on rising all the way up to the 11th dimension, but if your DNA template does not have 12-strand, like we mentioned some of these 9-strand templates, the Axia Sun, we have 9 strands, 10 strands, 11 strands. They can't go higher than that, you guys, unless they work with the guardian race and do a host matrix. It's not magic, it's science. They live in a body with an indigo child, type 3. They can grow their 12th strand. Okay? You see what service you're doing. Any of you indigo 3s, you're doing a great service to this Nephilim Anunnaki race. You're helping them grow back to their Christos. It's a beautiful, amazing thing. Even though these beings murdered us and did horrible things to us, well, we're angels. We have a different creed than them. We're willing to work with them to help them become better. I mean, they agreed to it, right? They want to be better. We're helping them be better. We're helping them get their higher DNA, which is their higher consciousness. It's a beautiful thing. It's not easy. It's actually kind of like hell for an indigo to help a Nephilim, right? You guys know, because it's your life and you're experiencing what it's like to be with this angel and a devil in one body, right? So now I want to talk about the archangels for a little bit, okay? Because there is beings. Now remember, once again, any being who lives in the 7th dimension, the 8th or the 9th, 7, 8, or 9 are technically archangels. So your idea of archangel or angel in general has to kind of like be redefined. Because we're talking about extraterrestrials at different levels of matter form. And the archangels are a level of that in the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th dimension. So technically any beings living in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension are archangels. It doesn't mean they're all good. So with that being said, there's a certain family of archangels, not representing all archangels. There isn't just 6, 7 archangels. There are trillions, quadrillions of beings living in 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension. Okay? In your religions, you're only dealing with a handful. And also the distorted idea is that you think they're individuals. They're not. They're collectives. So when we say archangel, it's an archangel matrix. It's an archangel, race or collective. So there's a family collective that came to Earth and it became part of this drama. All these angels that have the word L at the end, or the letters L, E-L. Any of them come to mind? Well, did you ever notice that coincidence? That they all have this letter L. Now let me pull this up real quick. I don't know about you guys, but you have to have a notebook, a laptop or a computer. All of us should have massive files of notes that's very organized, and you can find something very quick in your own notes. A lot of you guys should be, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just saying it's a good tip. We should all be having a whole library of notes, organized. Bookmarks for videos, stuff that you copy and paste and put on your computer. Notes. Michael, Gabriel, either Ariel or Uriel, Raphael, Raguel, Emmanuel, Sariel, Remiel, Israel. It's not a coincidence. El is the fallen angelic race called Anu Elohim. El for short. El Elohim. These are representatives of a fallen angelic creed. And out of this list, one of the most famous ones is Michael, Archangel Michael. What is Archangel Michael? You guys are going to trip out. You're going to freaking trip out. Do you want to know what Archangel Michael is? Raise your hand. First of all, like I said earlier, Archangel Michael is not a person. Just like Inky is not a person, Marduk is not a person, Inla is a person. They're collectives, they're families, they're matrices. Excuse me, I got an itch on my nose. Let me put some more incense. Archangel Michael is a matrix, it's a collective. The actual race that represents the Archangel Michael matrix is a Nephite Nephilim Necromaton, which is basically like a human plus a beetle reptile creature thing, coming from like Andromeda, Orion, and Nibiru. Okay, they're extraterrestrials. And this fallen angelic extraterrestrial is telling you it is Archangel Michael. And that's not the end of the story. You'll be really tripped out what's next. One second here. Patty Paparazzi! Wow, sister. What's up, Holy One? Yeah. What's up? What's up? You're awesome. Thank you so much, Patty. Patty's badass. Thank you, Patty. What's up? What's up? Powerful words, she says. Yeah, you guys. Thank you so much, Patty. Big hugs. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you guys. What's going on with these aliens saying they're Archangel Michael, pretending they're Archangel Michael? They actually are also using on-planet and off-planet technology for all the unsuspecting channelers of angels. They're using those crystals that I told you about. Remember, they weaponized them. The crystals do several different things. The beings are using it to also distort Earth's grid fields. Like you have energy fields, well, the Earth has this electromagnetic fields and her chakra fields. They're using these crystals. There's 12 crystals on Earth, inside, you would say, inner Earth or Earth, and there's 12 on the other side, the antiparticle side. That's 24 city-sized, building-sized crystals on this side and that side, 24 crystals. And part of this, these beings are using that technology to send out into the airwaves this Archangel Michael matrix. So not only is it an extraterrestrial, but it's also technology with all these New Agers who are channeling, who are angel channels. It's a grand central state, it's a Anunnaki central. Okay? You're getting you think you're some part of something great. You're an angel channel, and now you're coming out with all this information, and you're actually serving the dark side. They're teaching you reverse. Remember, we kept talking to you about these reverse mechanics in the Ascension teachings. This is Archangel Michael! Machiwa! not a person. Oh, so beautiful and lovely, with this flaming blue sword. And you guys, my videos for Archangel Michael should be done by tomorrow. I want to be done by tomorrow morning. If not, it's going to be Monday. Sorry. It's taken a lot of work again to create the artwork. It's always the artwork that takes the most time. But yeah. And you guys don't have to believe me. It's in Voyagers 2. All you have to do is go to Voyagers 2, Control F, or however you find it in your device, and look for Archangel Michael. And the first thing will pop up. You will find out it's a freaking fallen angel race. Like, I'll read it from you right now from Voyagers 2. I mean, one little small paragraph. I'm not making this shit up. Because some people claim I am. Go to the top of the PF, put Control F, Archangel Michael. Push the one that comes up. It says there's 14 results in this PDF. The first result, the Archangel Michael Nephite Nephilim Necromaton Anunnaki Hybrid Collective of Orion, Alpha Centauri, Sirius A, and Andromeda. Fallen angels, meant to trick your ass. Sending you all these systems of angel systems, angel hierarchy. And it's the same thing, all the people following Thoth, and they attack my video, and they talking about how great Thoth is. It's the same thing with Archangel Michael. There's going to be a lot of people attacking my video. So you guys, if some of you want to watch that video when it comes out, and please, lovingly reply to some of these haters. Because it's going to come out. I think there's going to be more controversy over Archangel Michael than it was with Thoth, because more people know about Archangel Michael. So, it's not like it's coming from my information. It's coming from Mashiana's work. But realize, the Guardians know about Archangel Michael. They know exactly what they are. They know where they're coming from. They know what their DNA template is. They know what their agendas are. They know what their alignments are. Who else they work with. And they also know what the horrible things that the Archangel Michael Matrix has done. The horrible things that Thoth has done. So, all we can do as Guardians, Indigo, Starseeds, representing this body of knowledge, is all our body of knowledge, okay? Coming from the Emerald Covenant, all we can do is make this information available. We're not trying to convert people. If they want to follow that, let them. Don't get mad at them, and don't get into this fight with them. Because there's going to be a lot of people wanting to fight and argue. We don't do that, you guys. We transmute it through love, through joy, through bliss. And I'm expecting for people not to agree with it, obviously. The next video, after the Archangel video, is going to be Galactic Federation. And after that video, I want to make something about Inky, because there's something, the Inky is, in the New Age movement, is becoming big. So after I make those videos, I'll go to the history, all through the history line, man, all the way from the Babylonians, Sumerians, the ancient Egyptians, the Hindus, the Celtics, the Druids. All these people were all affected by the fallen angels. Were all distorted by the fallen angels. You know how Tatarians and the mud flood, all people are all talking about cover-ups of knowledge? Man, they have no idea that this stuff they've been removing evidence and changing our religions and stuff all the way since Atlantis. It's not new. It's not something that happened yesterday. They've been doing this for a long, long time. That's why it's important to go over what's called the forbidden history, our true timeline. And when you guys know your true timeline, you will have your true identity, not be limited to some fallen angelic propaganda, because that's what Archangel Michael is, that's what Enoch is, that's what Thoth is, that's what Galactic Federation is. It's fallen angelic, Anunnaki, reptilian propaganda. And will keep leaving that disclaimer. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying or anything Ashiana or the Guardians are saying. You are God sovereign free. Even in your religion, you don't think you're not given free will, but we're reminding you you are free. You do have free will. You choose and decide what resonates with you. Does an angry, hateful, judgmental God who murders babies in Egypt and other places and kills races of people because they're against God? Is that your truth? We're unity. We're love. There is no sacrifice in that system. But you're free to believe and follow your truth. We're not dogma. We're not trying to convert you. Notice how their systems want to go out into the world, missionaries or Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, right? They are actively, what do they call it? Evangelizing. They're they're actively trying to get you to follow their system. And you're going to learn all about these distortions of God, all about these distortions of, your history. You're getting false histories, false fake gods, false fake, what we call false creed belief systems. Okay, so this is our job, you guys, as angels, as starseeds. Our job is to bring that which is being forbidden, the knowledge that is being covered up. Our job is to say, hey, here's this knowledge. It's here. Here's this, you would call the Melchizedek patriarchal creed. The penis club. Okay, the male-dominated club. The fallen angelic religion. You're following patriarchies. It's a men's club. You're this lowly female coming from a rib of the man. Bullshit, right? Okay, so which creed are you following? Unity, love, unconditional love, by the way, no conditions in our love. Egalitarian, friendly, we honor other life. It's a whole different game. A whole different check. You decide. You as an individual go within your own inner Christ, even though they think that's blasphemy. You have your own inner higher evolution. You can open these chakra and start dialoguing and communicating with these parts of yourself. You see why channeling is considered dangerous by the guardians, because you're bringing these beings who are duping you. I have you guys won't believe it. I get people telling me in email or whatever, I've been contacted by Archangel Michael. I've been contacted by Thoth. Well, and it's not just one person. A lot of people are saying that. Okay? So Thoth is talking to a lot of people. Thoth, Galactic Federation, Archangel Michael, they're contacting a lot of people. That's what this whole crystal grid is. It's called the Niburian Dyadic Crystal Grid. Look it up. In the PDF of Voyagers 2, it's initial NDC, Niburian Dyadic Crystal Grid. It's a real technology they've used to F up our planet and F up our human race. And it's not the only technology. There's different technologies, you guys, they use. Remember, they're psychic and they do black magic, but they also use technologies. We use inner Christ technologies, inner technologies, spiritual technologies. They use hardware and software and all kinds of things. That's their tech. And you have no idea, man. They have giant grids on Earth called APIN, A-P-I-N. They're in the shape of animals and stuff, all of energetic grids that are effing with our mother planet Earth, messing with her. Just like they're effing with us, they F with planet Earth, man. They're attacking Earth, her grids, her energies, her Templar. Why do you think we're born on Earth? We're supposed to protect our planet's Templar. That's our job as guardians. Protecting Earth, man. Our planet. And so we're not the only victim. The planet's a victim too. That's why she goes through her issues in her ascension. We're going through that with her. And it is a feminine energy. Planets have this energy, you know. So we have different energies like Saturn and Jupiter, male energies, you know. But realize Earth is ascending with you or without you. And so, but part of Earth is falling. So part of Earth is what becomes phantom Earth. They did their damage. And they're not done. They're still doing damage to Earth. They're still doing damage to the human race. We're under attack, you guys. It's a spiritual war, and we're meant to awaken to all of this stuff, integrate it, right? Understand it, at least a little bit of what's the drama, and make a difference while we're here. I hope you are. Starseed, what's up? Not everyone is ascending. You said it, Helena. And unfortunately, that's the truth about that. But in the New Age, everyone's ascending, according to them. Tantra 1. Earth is not ours. I have to disagree with you, Holy One. And that's okay. This is our planet. Just realize that it's a fallen piece of Tara. A fallen piece. When you learn about in Voyagers 2, Tara had a cataclysm. And inside the cataclysm of Tara, our planet, okay, is our planet. A piece of Tara is what fell in the cataclysm. Fell in frequency, fell in energy, fell to density 2. It's physics. It's like a black hole, a dark star. A black star is taking you down. It's from Tara. It's from our planet. It's our planet. And actually, Tara, the pieces of Tara made up the other planets. So we're just a piece of 12 pieces. We're a piece of 12 pieces of Tara. It's our planet. The Sphinx is showing you it's our planet. The Sphinx is a giant lion with the humanoid face, just like the Illyrian Anuhazi cat people. It's our planet. Earth, Tara, Gaia, Armentana. Right there. You ascend to a soul. Well, Earth ascends to Tara. You ascend to Gaia. Well, Tara ascends to Gaia. You ascend to Armentana. Well, Gaia ascends to Armentana. It's our planet. Thank you. Machiwa. So we're meant to be these guardians. We're meant to be. It's kind of like a huge history. There's something called the Azarites, and they're the universal security team, universal level security. Okay, and they're kind of like the old guard, being replaced by a new generation of guardians. That's us. That's the human Turnesium angelic humans. We're not angelic down here, not yet. Okay, we're trying to expand into that identity. And so we will become this replacement of the Azarites. You would say the new guard is you would say us, the humans. Okay, so this is something that we are up there, but we're coming here. You got to understand, there's all kinds of councils. They're actually Stargate councils. SG1 has its own council. You know, you've heard of the councils, Council of Nine or whatever. That's the Numerians. But some of these races are being taken over too, are taking the councils over. So we have different wars in the councils and in the administration, you'd say. And so I'll be making a video about the Stargate councils as well, because that's part of the drama. It helps you understand the who's who of what's going on. So this is part of what the sad things that are happening on our planet. But we're like meant to awaken. Our part of us is awakening, and there's going to be two timelines. The ones who are falling are going to a different timeline than the ones awakening their consciousness. Not everyone's following. So there's a small population on the planet who are actually ascending. And hopefully those who are awakening are getting their DNA. They're actually daily practicing some of these teachings, techniques. You know, all the way from the beginning material, even in Voyagers. If you guys look in Voyagers 2, at the back of Voyagers 2, there's techniques. Did you know that? Let's see. I'll just look at the top to the index, or the like there's chapters, and in the 2001 update section, you're gonna find some techniques. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that was added to second edition. There's an appendix in Voyagers 2. She'll tell you what ascension cycle is and how it works, and you're gonna learn about the stargates, where they're located. There's universal stargates, galactic stargates, planetary stargates. You know, stargates take you to other worlds, other dimensions. They're very important. We're meant to guard them. And it's in Voyagers 2. I know if you look in it, you'll find the techniques, but you like there's something called the field technique number 4, Maharata, the Maharic seal, the Maharic seal. And there's the techniques in the different workshops. And as Ashiana was giving this information, the techniques are growing, they're developing. Generally speaking, she does not repeat. She just keeps on adding new information in each workshop. So if you guys are new, you can, if you want, you can look at move up in the information. But some people are going straight to Tantra Yahura. You just have to go to Ashiana's website and learn that. I personally prefer to work with Kathara and sliders. And some of us have seen our avatar self. I have seen my avatar level. There's no words, man. There's no reference point for humans down here to understand what the hell that is unless you're connecting to yourself. And I'm not bragging or anything. It's not from ego. I'm just simply stating that I have seen these Lyran beings. I've seen my avatar self. It is like godlike, truly sacred, truly. The consciousness is unfreaking believable, man. The consciousness, the energy you feel running through your body. There is nothing I can say to explain it to my Christian family. I can only try. It is glorious. You could say unimaginable for most people. And a lot of you have connected to those levels of yourself. Those huge gestalts, these collectives. I have witnessed collectives, not just mine, but other guardian collectives. It's not like a blob of consciousness, but you know it's more than one entity. It's many beings in one. Oh my God. So anyways, for me, it was life-changing to see those parts of myself. Life-changing. Like some of the things you think are so unbelievable or supernatural, it's not even in movies, you know, what I'm saying. So anyways, this is part of who you are. And it exists now, in that level. And it's in your DNA, but it's fragmented in your junk. And we learn how to activate that. So 5D music scene. Good to see you, Holy One. Yes, Acura says it too. And you guys, when you are on this journey, you do remember again. And it happens progressively. It doesn't happen overnight because you understand you're activating not overnight. It's activating over time. But the goal is, our goal is to do that in one lifetime, in this lifetime. That's what biospiritual, you call it DNA regenesis, bioregenesis. That's how we can do it in one life. It's like cheating. It's technically like cheating, but it's not cheating. But what I'm saying is you're learning advanced mechanics from the future. You could say it's like futuristic technologies that you wouldn't learn otherwise, that you would normally just do over time, over life after life after life, reincarnation after reincarnation, after, ascension after ascension after ascension. You do this progressively, but we're trying to do this because the planet's being taken over. We're trying to do this in one life. It's a rescue mission. Guardians, we've been given permission. We've made contracts. It's a serious thing. And so, I remember Ashana talking about how all these people were attacking her because she came out talking about what really is Archangel Michael. Okay? So these teachings, not everyone's going to resonate with it. They will actually attack it. Remember, there is Christos and there is anti-Christos. Whether they know they're speaking or thinking or following anti-Christos, well, the fact of the matter is they're behaving it. They're behaving in that way. And they're following these angel hierarchies. All you have to do is go and look at the information. You're so pro-Thoth, for example. Look at the Thoth's tablets. Read them. See what Thoth is teaching you. The same with the Galactic Federation. See what the Galactic Federation people are teaching. What concepts are they? Read the fine print. So you see what I'm saying? You got all these big people coming out. I mean, they're getting these big groups and channels and organizations who are supporting these organizations. Mateo, or whatever his name is, you got all these different so-called starseeds, awakened beings. Elena telling you about Inky. We got, all these people who want to teach you the false creed. It's no different than when Drumvalo was doing it. Okay? It's going to be more. And there is more. Back in the day, it was mostly only Drumvalo. Now it's a whole bunch of organizations, right? And you know something? You're just considering English-speaking people. Imagine all the other languages who are talking about these false creeds and these New Age bullshit organizations like the Galactic Federation. It is a global thing, guys. It's not just America or English speaking. Come on, give me a break. Did you know that the America is founded from fallen angels? It's in Voyagers 2. That trip you out, right? You think we're the free, the brave, and all that? Oh, you heard of Freemasons, right? Once again, in the PDF, Voyagers 2, put America. America. There's 46 results. Let me find which one it is. South America, at least in America, North America, New World Order. The New World of America was the old world, of which Bruja, Atlantis, the location of the central control site, Grual Point, for Earth's planetary shields, was part of. Okay. Galactic Federation and the Pleiadian Nibirians motivated the American Revolution. and the founding of the United States of America via secret society occult school inspiration of their Luciferian Knights Templar Anu Melchizedek Illuminati races. That's America for you. And that's on the PDF page number 330. Oh, wow, dude! 33 degrees, and it's on page 330. What the hell? That's a trip. Yeah. Our founding fathers were Freemasons. And some of you think that's a good thing. Secret societies? What's up? Still think you're free? Have discernment. Most of the presidents have, never mind. Okay, let me say it kind of subtly. Let me say it subtly. Remember, this is all male club, right? Go and look at all the pictures of the presidents' wives. You tell me if they're feminine or not. So, anyways, that was just a subtle little remark, sorry. Puts things in perspective. You know, this is what's part of our drama, you guys. This is going on in the world. And there's only a small population speaking truth, man. Okay? We're not popular. You can't expect this information to be popular. It's not going to be popular. Ashana has been attacked. You know, we're going to be disagreed with and attacked. I get, attacked in the comments all the time. But it's depends on the topic that I'm talking about. A lot of people, there's a lot of positive comments, but, there's going to be negative people too. And some of them are pretty freaking disgusting comments. Horrible, hideous people out there. And so, I'm saying there is some people like that. Not all people, of course. Some people just want to know truth, and some people just don't know what is truth, or they get confused, they don't know, and that's normal. They do that in the military. When there's two militaries against each other, they have fake truth. There's more than one religion. There's going to be fake religions, fake word of God. There's going to be the real Christos, the real Christ, and a fake Christ. Are you getting it yet? There's going to be real people speaking about the truth, about the what's going on with Starseeds and Indigos, and there's going to be false teachings about Starseeds and Indigos. There's going to be false teachings about Merkabah. When you find an information system, like the freedom teachings, and I'll get some person or girl or boy saying they're not called the freedom teachings anymore. The freedom teachings. Hello, when you find a system like inner Christ, inner God, some people are not going to agree with that. They like the outer God concept. They resonate with something like, a God that damns you, curses you. Because you hear religious people talk about black magic and Satanists, but their God is casting black magic spells, curses. You don't call sending locusts or blood river, or you don't think any of that stuff is dark when he murdered all the children? You don't think that's dark. You think that's okay because it's God. You see what I'm saying, you guys? This is a dangerous consciousness, man. You'll get physical threats. You have to protect yourself and your children in this world. We want to serve unity consciousness and send out love into the world, but there's going to be people that want to hurt you. You learn how to be in this brilliant light. You learn how to be in blessedness. You learn how to connect to the blessed guardians. You know how to create your own protection fields, shields, and you also know how to put intention of it, to put intention. And I'm not talking about prayer to some Jehovah. I'm talking about prayer to your own higher evolution. You can call it a prayer. You can call it a dialogue. There's actually techniques of how to connect to the Emerald Order. After I get through with the Galactic Federation video and the Forbidden and the Inky video and the Forbidden History video, I want to talk about that. I'll go back to the regular information. I just know that this drama is getting so big in the world right now. Someone has to talk about these beings. Hey, I know I'm going to get attacked for it, but I'm going to talk about Archangel Michael. I'm going to talk about Galactic Federation. I'm going to talk about what is Anunnaki and the person who started it, Zachariah Ascension. It has been regurgitated so much, some of you don't even know it came from Zachariah Ascension. Dude, he wrote 15, 16 books. And according to secret space program whistleblowers, even they are saying that Zachariah Ascension was working with the Illuminati. I don't want to keep on saying that hashtag. The dark illuminated ones. There was 3 people specifically sending Zachariah information to write his books. It's bullshit. And it's going to be exposed for bullshit. Not just him, but Archangel Michael is going to be exposed. The light workers, the ones who are connected and resonate with the guardians, we're going to be talking about the truth. And maybe someday they'll label us as, that word terror, and at the end of it is ists. We're going to be, just like they did in Germany, they labeled the people speaking truth as the bad guys. That's what darkness does. They're experts at demonizing people. They're experts at changing public opinion. They're going to get you to think of us as the false information. I have to spit real quick, sorry. So, that's just what we deal with, you guys. We're going to have people ganging up against us, but realize we're going to be working the Christ, the true Christ. We're working freedom teachings. Freedom. We're working true light. We're representing what is really God, which is love and grace, joy. The path, this path, you guys, the guardians call this path the path of order, which has the destiny of joy. You follow the innerchristos, you're going to find joy. You follow the false creed of the path of chaos, you're going to experience the destiny of sorrow. So, in other words, you keep on following false religions and false New Age systems, all you're going to find is sorrow. And you feel it. You feel sadness and darkness and sorrow, don't you? Or you can decide to experience the opposite. You can find joy in this world if you're following the path of order, the path where God is about unconditional love. Straight up. That's the truth. That's the guardian truth. Machiwa. Okay, good. We'll go for about 10 more minutes, you guys. 10 more minutes. Hang out with me. Hang out with us. And we'll continue. I do this every Tuesdays and Saturdays at Pacific Standard Time. Like today, I almost started right on time, which usually I'm pretty late, but I started getting ready early. So, but yeah, hit that Hulk smash that like button, you guys. I'm not over yet. I'm just saying, if you guys, thank you to all those like Patty and all of you guys who helped tonight. And I just want to say, if you guys, others who have who've learned from this information, you know, some of you have write to me this really emotional messages, you know, thanking me for this information. And you guys, if any of you have been helped by this information, please consider donating to Christos Avatar, either here live right now. It's called Super Chat. There's a little $sign. You just click on that. Or you can go to my PayPal. I think since I started doing a live on the phone, it doesn't have it, right? There's no information on. I'll fix that after the live is over. But you can go to my Patreon or my PayPal. PayPal. Make a donation that way, or you can buy one of my artworks, or the crystals. And I plan on making more of the artwork. These videos sometimes take up all my time, and I love that you guys have such a you guys are the ones who created this community. You're the ones who are you know, you guys have probably met friends amongst each other. You guys, we're not perfect, right? But we're doing our darndest to become better versions of ourselves. And it's a great group. This community is blessed, and we're trying to just do what you could say our Starseed mission. You know, we're trying to awaken ourselves and awaken those around us and the world, and heal. Learn how to heal our diseases. Like me, you guys know I'm not perfect, and I go up and down. I'm trying to quit smoking. I smoke, and I quit smoking. I'm right in the phase right now of stop smoking. I want to be serious with my alkaline diet. And so, and you guys have your own challenges, and you guys are making your changes. That's what spiritual journey is, you guys. It's about making changes, even if they're not fun, but we know it's going to be better for us, right? James Armstrong, thank you, Holy One. And he left a message. How many names and many faces I have lived. I have many names and many faces. I have lived many lives in many places. Who am I? I am. Much respect. Awesome message. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for supporting this work. Much respect to you, Holy One, and your path. And it is a journey, you guys, of awakening. Because most of our memory was wiped. So we go through a journey of reawakening. And that's why even indigo children have to awake. Because remember, 90% of our consciousness is shut off as soon as we incarnate on Earth. That's why even indigos have to learn how to wake up. 5D music scene. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect. Leave a message. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. Tons of appreciation and respect. Much respect for you, Holy One. Thank you. I can't do this without you guys. And I do this work for you because, you know, there's not much support for indigo children. What I'm saying is our team, we weren't given a manual, right? And maybe our parents were messed up or confused or not indigos. So we didn't have much of a indigo learning experience. We didn't have much examples. But we're going through a stellar activation cycle, a stellar closing cycle now, and that's a whole bunch of consciousness literally running through Earth's Templar, Earth's chakras, from higher dimensions, running through the planet. That's why we're going through an awakening during this phase, which is only a few decades, and then it's going to be harder to ascend, literally. It'll be harder when those energies aren't going through the Templar of planet Earth. When all the gates are closed, that means there's less of this consciousness coming in, so there'll be less of an awakening. That's why you'll hear me saying it's a great time to be alive during this period, because during this period, you can get the most soul work done. You can accomplish more now during this time of change, this time of transformation. Okay? And so thank you for those hearts. You're awesome, Holy One. And thank you guys for just having the courage to come here and consider this information. Remember, it is not dogma. Don't be stressed out. Don't be all afraid because you found out there's a taking over of this planet and that there's a bunch of dark beings. But, you know, you're part of the timeline. You're supposed to be part of the timeline who's not falling, who's rising, ascending. You're going to learn how to do that. You are learning how to do that. It starts with your consciousness and your discernment of what's truth and finding out what it is, you know? And I encourage you to really understand the law of one concept, the unity concept. And once you do, you have that unity awareness, that unity consciousness, also Christ consciousness. It awakens you. You can't help but to be awakened. When you start learning this stuff and start processing it regularly in your thoughts, you'll make connections. You'll say, yeah, now I understand that. Now that makes sense. And then now you'll have a rush. Those little understandings, they will build upon themselves. Those little understandings like, oh yeah, oh yes, they grow into an awakening. And that awakening grows into memory, actual past life, future life memories, other world planet memories. You'll start to remember your purpose. You'll know from your own soul exploration, not from someone telling you, but from your own exploration, you'll know your mission and where you're coming from. Much love to all of you guys. Raga X Muffin, thank you, Holy Ones. Much love. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I think I'm much grateful for you. And thank you because a lot of you are regulars. You come here regularly. Much respect and love for our family. We're family, Holy Ones. It's hard to imagine, you know? It doesn't matter what color your skin. You're not the body or the skin color. You're a soul coming from some star system. We're coming from the same star system. Some of us are the same family inside a different, you know, race on earth. Our soul comes to some, you chose this body. Did you know that? I mean, you could say we chose our parents. That's what I meant to say. We chose our parents and their DNA creates our body, but we're not this body. The body, they created a vehicle for us. Your parents created the body for your soul. And when you grow up and have kids, you're creating the body for the souls of your children to come into, right? All you are beautiful souls. Whatever drama you may have been raised in, maybe someone called you stupid all the time or ugly or fat or you're not going to amount to anything, you're not going to be in, you know, this is all programming from some vampire. Maybe you had a vampiric mom or dad. That doesn't mean you have to stay with that programming in your head. You're going to learn to transmute that programming. You're going to learn that, hey, I'm not my body. That liberates you. That liberates you. You know you're not limited to the earth experience. You're not limited to this. You're from the stars, Holy Ones. So, and even though we got that comment earlier that this is not our planet, it is our planet, but realize that the human race is made of 12 races, and some of those races are from other star systems. We're made up of, I'll finish this up, but I want to say, we're made of 12 races. We're made of Polarians. We're made of Hyperboreans. We're made of Lemurians, Atlanteans, Aryans. That's us now. We're made of Mavarians and Unchechi. That's 7 Earthseed races. The rest are Starseed races. Number 8, the Antrians, the Brenua, the Hibaru, the Melchizedek, and the Uniseti. 12 tribe vatos. And that's not the 12 tribes of Israel, Michael, Ariel, Raphael, all these L's. That's not our heritage. The Anunnaki did not create you. We're not from the Elohim. We're from the Elohai. What's up? Yes. Awaken, Starseeds. Oh, you are. What's up, brother? What's up, sisters? Yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining this spirit, this community. And we're only going to get better. We're adepts becoming masters. Yeah. What's up? Peace to you guys. And I'll see you on the flip-flop. Namaste. Yeah. Kushasma. Let's say this real quick together. I am Christar and I am God. Let's say that together and then we'll finish the video. Because Christar means you're recognizing your 12th dimensional level of consciousness. That's what Christar. Remember, each level is a Merkaba, right? Well, the 12th Merkaba is the Christos Merkaba, the Christ star. It's a star. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And so it is. I love you, Holy Ones. Good night. Have a good weekend. Have a good, well, I'll see you before Christmas, right? One more time. Namaste.